Yehovah Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me and cover me and stir me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself. And you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, He, Vav, He. Hand, behold, nail, behold. 2 Samuel chapter 9. David inquired, "Is there anyone still alive from the family of Shaul, to whom, for Jonathan's sake, I can show kindness?" In Shaul's household there had been a servant named Siva, and they summoned him to David. The king asked him, "Are you Siva?" And he answered, "At your service." The king said, "Is there anyone still alive from the family of Shaul to whom I can show God's grace?" Siva said to the king, "There is still Jonathan's son with the lame legs." The king said to him, "Where is he?" And Siva answered, "He's there in the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, in Lo-Devar." King David sent and took him from the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, in Lo-Devar. Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Shaul, came to David, fell on his face, prostrated himself. David said, "Mephibosheth?" And he answered, "Here is your servant." David said to him, "Don't be afraid, for I have determined to be kind to you for the sake of Jonathan, your father. I will restore to you all the land of Shaul, your grandfather, and you will always be able to eat at my table." He prostrated himself and said, "What is your servant that makes you pay such attention to a dead dog like me?" King called Siva, Shaul's servant, and said to him, "I have given everything Shaul and his family own to your master's grandson. You are to work the land for him, you, your sons, and your slaves. Harvest the crops so that your master's grandson will have food to feed his family. But Mephibosheth, your master's grandson, will always eat at my table." Ziva had 15 sons and 20 slaves. Ziva said to the king, "Your servant will do everything my lord the king commands his servant. Although Mephibosheth has been eating at my table as one of the king's descendants, Mephibosheth had a young son whose name was Micha. Everyone living in Ziva's house was a servant of Mephibosheth. But Mephibosheth lived in Jerusalem. He always ate at the king's table, and he was lame in both legs." How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this short 9th chapter of 2 Samuel? We can aim to show kindness. We can aim to be a servant. We can show God's grace. Prostrate yourself before the King. Be a giver. Encourage those around you. Aim to do everything Yehovah commands. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can show kindness, grace, and respect. Bear one another's burdens. We can be a giver and obey the commands of Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.